A Comox father is upset after learning that his 10-year-old immune-compromised son was in the same ward as an adult patient with C-Difficile. It happened in the pediatric ward at Nanaimo Regional General Hospital. And as our Kendall Hansen reports, there is growing concern about the hospital using the children's wing as an overflow for adult patients.
Yeah, he's a beautiful little boy and he deserves better treatment than what he's getting.
Roy Randall is talking about his son Sean, who has already had a life's worth of health issues, and he's only 10 years old. He was among the children at Nanaimo Regional General Hospital last weekend when staff determined an adult patient being cared for in the pediatric wing had C. difficile. The news, an extra stress for Randall.
Complete horror, complete fear, because my son has such severe issues with his bowel and his stomach right now that it's the one thing that can actually do him great harm.
Just a week earlier, pediatricians warned what was supposed to be an emergency measure at the hospital has become routine, treating adult patients in the children's wing.
This is a very, very poor way to manage it. It compromises the health of the adults on the ward and the children on the ward. And we haven't heard any concrete plans of how they're going to deal with this overcapacity situation, which is chronic at our hospital now.
The Vancouver Island Health Authority says putting adult patients in the children's wing is a last resort, but admits it's been common since August. Even now, 2 are staying here. 1 is behind the curtain.
If we've filled up everything else, we use a 4-bed ward on the pediatric ward, understanding that that's less than ideal, but that it's probably the best and most safe care for the patients that need it, rather than a hallway.
As for how the adult patient found to have C. difficile ended up in the children's wing to begin with,
recent events have suggested to us that perhaps our risk management can be improved and that we need to put the barrier even higher than we've had it.
When you have adult patients occupying the children's rooms, then it is plausible that it could be spread to our pediatric population.
VHA says it's working on additional care beds outside of the hospital to alleviate overcrowding. But pediatricians and parents affected say the hospital needs to find a way to stop using the children's wing as an overflow.
Why have any risk at all of exposing that ill child to any further misery or harm because you can't find beds for the elderly? The elderly do not belong in a pediatric wing.
With our aging population, it's an increasingly common problem facing health authorities across BC. Where should hospitals care for an increasing number of patients?